Good afternoon, students. In the previous class, we know that the compositions, and I hope you have practiced 2 or 3 examples on that composition. Today, let's start the articles. Articles. So, see here, students, articles. What is the articles? Just see here. A, an, and the are called articles. So they are demonstrative adjectives. Articles means they are demonstrative adjectives. So see here, students, these are called demonstrative adjectives. Why? Because, for example, give me a pen. We can use our hand in order to demonstrate. We show our hand, give me a pen, give me a book, a pen. Means like demonstrative, some, this, that, these are also called demonstrative. So like that, a and the is used as a demonstrative adjectives. Adjectives means you already know. Adjective is, what is adjective then? Adjective, we say something about a noun or pronoun. It says something about noun or pronoun. So a pen, it's saying something about a pen, like that. Okay. There are in articles, there are 2 types of articles. So see here, definite and indefinite. So see here, definite article, the is called definite article. We can use if the noun is definite. Usually articles are used before nouns. Before nouns we use articles. So see here, the pen. There is a difference between a pen and the pen. A pen, when you call a pen, it is an indefinite article. A and an considered as an indefinite article. There are 2 types of articles. These are 2 types, definite, indefinite. The a and an, both are same, meaning is 1. It gives a numerical sense 1. A and an, both are giving 1 sense. So that's why this one and this one. A pen here, a pen, it is indefinite. Suppose when you go to a shop, there you ask purchasing a pen, give me a pen, a good pen, you can call it. It is indefinite at that time. But when you came to that school and you came back to your house, it becomes definite. Give me the pen. Here, the pen is definite. It is a particular pen you have to give. Not any pen. The pen means a particular one. Not any, like this. It gives any pen, like this. Give me a pen means any pen. Here, the means we should give a particular. So that's why these are called definite articles. It is indefinite. Indefinite means any. Call a boy means any boy you can call. Call the boy means you should call that boy only, a particular boy. So, see here, let's see some rules regarding the. The is used before unique things. So, see here, before unique things. So, see here, unique things means the sun, you can call the sun is only one, universal. The moon, the sun, the moon, the earth, the universe, the sky. So there are many. You should compulsory use the before the unique things. And also before names of river, we should use the before the names of river. For example, the Kaveri, the Ganga. So see here, it is the names of river, so that's why we are using the, and names of sea, Arabian Sea and Red Sea, like that, Red Sea, Black Sea, and so like that, and ocean names also, the Indian Ocean, like that. In the before the names of oceans also you can write, and before the sacred books. So see here, sacred books means the Gita, means the Bhagavad Gita, the Bible, the Quran, the Odyssey. So like that, the Ramayana, you can use it like that. Okay? And here, so see here, the is used before historical monuments. So see here, students, historical monuments. So, example, the Taj, the Gol Gumbaj, the Taj, the Gol Gumbaz, the Char Minar, the Indian Gate, like that you should use for before the historical monuments, and before the musical instruments. So see here, the is used before the musical instruments. Can you tell me the musical instrument name? So see here, the piano, the guitar. So like that, there is so the guitar, the piano, the saxophone, the flute, like that. Compulsory you should use the before the musical instruments. And before the names of desert. So before the names of desert, the is used compulsory. The Tar, so like that, before the names of desert, and so see here, before the names of train, ship, or any well-known buildings, we should use the Chennai Express, the Shatabdi Express, like that. We are using the particularly in front of the train, behind the names of train, ship, like that. So, and islands before the names of islands. So highlands. You know the islands, the names of the islands, students. So see here, the Lakshadweep, the Diu and Daman, the Andaman and Nicobar, like that islands you should use compulsorily the, and before the ordinal numbers. The is used before ordinal numbers, the first, the last, the third, like that. Here also the is compulsory used, and before the aeroplane names also. Before the parties, the Congress, the BJP, there is compulsory used. Before the short forms, before the communities, the Indians, the Americans, the Indians, the is used. in superlative degree. The is used in superlative degree. She is the best girl in our college. So see here, the best, the most important, like that. The is used compulsory in superlative degree. When a proper noun used as a common noun or abstract noun. So see here, for example, he is the Sachin. He is the Sachin in our team. Means the proper noun which is abstract here. He is not a Sachin actually. The meaning is giving he is the Sachin means he is the best batsman in our team, like that. He plays as best as Sachin, like a Sachin. So that's why we use. She is an Aishwarya in our college means she is as beautiful as Aishwarya, like that. We are comparing that quality, abstract notion it is giving. It become a common noun. Common nouns. When we use behind the proper noun, the is used, it gives a common notion. So see here, the he is the Einstein of our college means he is as intelligent as Einstein. So before an adjective with a plural notion. So see here, before the adjective with a plural notion, always help the deaf, the dumb, and the blind. So these are adjectives, the deaf, dumb, blind. You should help. The deaf means it gives the meaning of plural. It indicates the deaf, the plural meaning here. When we use before the adjective. The rich must help the poor. Here the rich means here it gives the meaning of rich. The rich must help poor. The poor. Here it also gives the meaning of plural meaning. So see here. And one more. Okay, student, this is the and rules, and listen carefully and observe. And now use of a and an. Now you get to know that use of the, where and when we should use the and when the one more point is there, when the is used. So see here, when a noun is repeated second time. So see here example, yesterday my car hit a tree. You can see the mark on the tree. Students, observe here in this sentence, the is used behind the tree, and here I use a. So see here, yesterday my car hit a tree means any tree. It is not a definite at that time, but now you can see the mark on the tree. The tree means particular tree. So that's why when noun is repeated second time, we must use the. So students, understood this one? Let's see the a and an. A and an are indefinite articles. When the noun is indefinite, we should use a or an. There are also some rules. Let us see the rules. A is used before the consonantal sounds, consonants, and an is used before vowel. Vowels you already know, A, E, I, O, U. So here, apart from this, remaining all consonants. For example, pen is there, a pen. So egg, an egg. This is oval, this is consonant. So that's why table, a table, chair, a chair, book, a book, owl, an owl, eagle, an eagle, elephant, an elephant, ox, an ox, umbrella, we call it an umbrella, university. So see here, a university, not an. Why? Because here you. While seeing it is oval, no doubt, the sound you should observe. Here in this university, U is there. It is a consonant. Okay, it's by seeing it is a oval, but really that sound is consonantal sound. That's why I used here A. Umbrella. And why is the oval. So that's why an is used. So see here, you cannot call it umbrella or like there's umbrella. So that's why there is a difference in the sound. And uniform and uniform like this, there are many. Flower, a flower, and MLA, SDA. These are all carrying an MLA, and SDA. The short forms, abbreviated forms are used an usually. Oil, we cannot use here before the oil. Oil tin, we can use an oil tin. Why? We use even though oval, but we have taken this for a tin is there. So that's why an oil tin. Ink, it is in the liquid form, uncountable noun. Oil, ink, milk. So that's why you should not use a or an. It indicates numerical sense. So that's why we are not using. When there is a noun in front of the ink pen, then only an ink pen. So see here, honest, you should not use. Honest is the adjective. We use articles only before the nouns. That too countable nouns. Honest is adjective. So there's an honest farmer. Now you can use an. And honest. H is silent here. Means it's the vowel sound. Even though it's the consonant while seeing, but it gives the vowel. So that's why. American and American. So beautiful, can you use? No. Students, we should not use before the plural. When noun is plural, at that time we should not use a or an. So see here, one more. 1 rupee note. So see here, 1 rupee note and 1 rupee note. And is used. And why 1 rupee note? European, even though we call a European, a 1 rupee note, a European. So students, water, we cannot use a water bottle, then only it's correct. So these are the simple tricks and rules, and let us start in next class. I will give some examples, or I will send to this group some fill-ups regarding articles. We should complete it. Okay, thank you, students.